So, hello, ladies and gents, and awesome day on this beautiful, beautiful Monday. Happy day, happy Labor Day. And that being said, let's get to the main focal point of today's video. So, guys, we got another 2028 presidential election polling we need to get into. I'm going to break down for you. And we made a video, I think I made a video about this on Saturday. If you did not check that video, please go check that video out. We talked about mainly J.D. Vance and Gavin Newsom, which I have a whole separate video on Saturday, so go watch that video if you haven't. But in this video, we got more polling, betting favorites. It's still way too early. The 2020 election is still 3 years away. It is September of 2025. Well, just now, today is the first day of September, so happy first day of September as well. But it's now officially September of 2025. So it's still way too early because the election's not until November of 2028. So we still got a while, but I think it's still fun to talk about this and the betting odds for the favorites. These are not percentages, they're like betting odds. And we got some interesting candidates. I'll talk about each one. And that being said, guys, let's get into today's video. So, guys, we'll start with last place. Plus 16, we got Donald Trump Jr. So, Donald Trump Jr., which is, by the way, Donald Trump's son. I don't think, he could run, but I don't know about Donald Trump Jr., guys. I think he's starting to get involved more with politics, but Barron Trump might run for, not in 2028. He's only 19 years old. But maybe in 2048, we could see him running. It would not surprise me. So, Barron Trump has a bright future. It's not going to be 2028, though, but it's gonna be in a while. But I'm really high on Barron Trump. I think he has a good political future. But let's get back to Donald Trump Jr. Donald Trump Jr., I don't know, man. I think he has a podcast, I think it's a political podcast. I think he does. I haven't really listened to it, but I think he has a podcast. And he's got more involved in politics. So maybe Donald Trump Jr., but I don't really see it. And then plus 16, this is a tie with Donald Trump Jr. Kamala Harris, no way. Sorry, former Vice President Kamala Harris, guys. She's not running for governor of California in 2026, so I'm assuming she's trying to prepare for a 2028 presidential one. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think the Democratic establishment is going to let that happen. Or the elites are going to let that happen. It's just not going to happen. I think Kamala Harris, the storyline for Kamala Harris in the 2028 presidential election, she's going to have to be in a primary this time. It's not just going to be hers, because 2024, she just got stalled because Biden dropped out of the race, and then Harris just kind of got thrown in there. So, but I don't think Harris is going to do anything, guys. She's going to get 2% in polling and then drop out immediately. That's just what's going to happen. So, Kamala Harris' political career is pretty much done. Going at plus 12, I guess, and this is assuming I'm not really great on betting odds, so excuse me if I'm not great at this, but at plus 12,000, we'll get, this, by the way, I believe the highest is actually the lowest on the scale, so, yeah, so the least likely is, for some reason, the highest number. I'm not great on betting odds, guys, so excuse me there, but, just excuse me, and now let's get back into the video. So, guys, Marco Rubio is at plus 12,000. Marco Rubio, I definitely could see definitely running. I think he's definitely in close contender next to J.D. Vance. I could probably honestly, guys, see Vice President Vance, which could be the nominee in 2020. I could easily see him picking Rubio as his vice president. That's definitely a really good possibility. You got J.D. Vance as the president, and then you got Rubio as the VP. That is definitely possible. I could absolutely see that happening. It's Vance and Rubio 2020. That definitely could happen. So Marco Rubio, I think, definitely can run for president right now. He's currently Secretary of State. So, I could easily see Marco Rubio running for president in 2020. So, do not count him out. Next one, we got former Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg, tied with Marco Rubio at 12,000. Pete Buttigieg, I think, he's a contender. I don't think he's an obvious favorite, but Pete Buttigieg, he's a good talker, so I'll give him credit. I think Pete Buttigieg is a good talker. I think he might come in second or third place. I think Gavin, I don't really know who the nominee is going to be. I think Josh Shapiro actually is not in this poll. But back to Pete Buttigieg. Pete Buttigieg, I could see coming in. He's going to come in third or second place. Actually, wouldn't surprise me at all. Actually, he becomes the nominee. Would not surprise me. So, Pete Buttigieg, definitely a good contender, I see. And then plus 10,000, we got AOC. So, AOC, man, I think she's going to run. I don't know if she's going to have a couple good debate moments and then drop out. Don't get me wrong, she's probably going to get further and then Kamala Harris. But I still don't think AOC is going to be nominated. She's going to come in 4th or 5th place. She'll run, though. I think AOC will run for president in 2028. But I think I think she's going to try to, I heard she's going to try to run for Senate in 2026, for that New York Senate seat, and try to primary Chuck Schumer out of it, which is currently the minority leader in the Senate. But that's a whole different video. But if AOC ran for president, I think, she'll get like 4th or 5th place. She won't do terrible. I think Kamala Harris is a joke. She's gonna do better than Kamala Harris if she runs, in my personal opinion. She'll have some really good debate moments. She'll call Pete Buttigieg or whatever. I don't know. But she'll have a couple good debate moments, but then just like, I don't know, Gavin Newsom will eventually, I don't know. I don't think she's gonna win. That's the short-term answer. Coming up next at 3rd place, this is a guy, if you guys do not know by now, this is both Republicans and Democrats. This is not just Democrats or Republicans. This is both Democrats and Republicans. With that warning being said, let's get back into the video. So Donald Trump Sr., that's what the poll says, but I'm just assuming it means Donald Trump himself. Donald Trump, first of all, he's ineligible to run for another term, because it's only 2 terms. Even if Trump wanted to run for a 3rd term, he's way too old. Trump's like 79 years old. I don't see Trump running for a 3rd term, guys. Not gonna lie to you. I mean, if actually, we'll be having a serious conversation. If Trump was like maybe 68, 72, we would be having an actual serious conversation. But he's like 78. He's gonna be like 80. I believe like 81, like 80. At the end of his 2nd term, so I just don't see Donald Trump running. He also got the Constitution in the way, so Donald Trump, I don't think he's gonna run, but he's in 3rd place in this poll for some reason. And then 2nd, we got plus 350. We got California Governor Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom's a good talker. I think, in my opinion, I think it's gonna come down between Pete Buttigieg, Gavin Newsom, and Josh Shapiro. Those are my 3 top contenders in my opinion. So Gavin Newsom, pretty much. Gavin Newsom's pretty much preparing for a 2020 presidential run. Not gonna lie to you guys. I think he's pretty much preparing. He's like attacking Trump and Vance on X. I think he's definitely preparing for a 2020 presidential run. So Gavin Newsom definitely out of the question. He definitely, in my opinion, run for president in 2028. And then in 1st place at 225, it's Vice President J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance, not surprising at all. I mean, J.D. Vance is likely going through the Republican nominee in 2028. He already has Trump endorsement. He has most of MAGA support. Honestly, J.D. Vance is going to be the next MAGA guy after Trump. Like, after Trump's legacy is done, J.D. Vance will be part of the MAGA movement next. He'll be the new leader of MAGA after Trump's gone. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I just want to share some polling there for the 2020 presidential election. Remember, warning, don't take this too seriously. We still got over 3 years until this election. But I just want to do this video for fun. Thank you guys for watching today's video. As always, see you guys in the next video. Peace out. See you later. And bye. This 2020 presidential polling is interesting, man. Still too early, though. But thanks for watching, everyone. Happy Labor Day. Happy Monday. Happy day. See you guys later. Hope everyone have a great week. Hope everyone have a great Labor Day weekend as also. It comes to an end tomorrow. See you later. Bye-bye.